Blockers is directed by Kay Cannon and stars Leslie Mann and John Cena. A comedy about parents trying to stop their daughters from having sex on prom night. This could have just gone so south so easily. Blockers is about a group of parents getting together to take their kids' pictures for prom, and upon realizing what their kids have planned for the evening, they get together to stop them. First of all, it was really funny. Kay Cannon wrote Pitch Perfect and a lot for 30 Rock, and this is actually her directorial debut. She didn't write Blockers, but she did a pretty good job directing it. I actually really liked this movie. It had a lot of really good commentary without holding back from being super funny the whole time. There was drama mixed in too, and I thought it worked most of the time. Nothing really felt out of place, so the movie just smoothly coasted through its hour and 40-minute runtime. I'm honestly really excited for her future as a director. John Cena is actually really charismatic, so he's a great lead in a comedy. I feel like in a lot of his movies, his jokes revolve around his physicality, because he's just the side buff guy, but in this, it was nice to see more out of him. I'd be interested to see him act in more stuff too. Leslie Mann was super funny. I wish I saw her in more. It's been a really long time. She played a character I felt like I really understood, but she still had a lot to learn, so by the end I felt like I had a lot to learn. That's always nice when an actor can pull that off. Ike Barinholtz was the third parent, and he was super funny. Probably a highlight of the movie for me. His character fell into a few cliches writing-wise, but by the end of the movie, he was really well-rounded and I liked him a lot. The director of photography was Russ Alsobrook, who did Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Superbad. Russ knows how to film a comedy and uses his skills well in Blockers. A close-up in a certain moment can be really daring, and Russ isn't afraid to cross that line sometimes. It can really make a scene funnier, and it can really make a scene fall flat. I think he's got a knack for what makes it funnier. The movie was written by Jim and Brian Kehoe, and this is actually their Hollywood debut. Overall, I thought they did a pretty nice job. The humor all worked really well. I think I laughed at every single joke, and the drama in between worked well too. It all felt relevant, and while there maybe were a couple scenes that slowed down, as a whole it worked. I do think they forced a couple plot points, and maybe a couple characters were a little two-dimensional and cliche, but as a whole, the social commentary and character development made the movie really fun to watch along with being really funny. Blockers feels like a fresh comedy, so I'm really excited to see what these guys do. Matteo Messina did the soundtrack for Blockers, and he actually did the soundtrack for Juno, which is one of my favorites of all time. I thought that was interesting because the Blockers soundtrack didn't really blow my mind. I thought there were a few missed opportunities with reoccurring themes in the movie, and overall it just felt like it was maybe pandering to a slightly younger audience than the actual movie was pandering to. Blockers was extremely funny and kept me engaged with a few moments of good commentary and good drama. While it wasn't perfect, it definitely is going to be one of my favorite comedies of the year. I give Blockers a 7 out of 10. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see and you want to see more, just hit subscribe, and if you want me to review a movie that you like, put it in the comments.